Well, good morning. Today is Tuesday, August 13th. My shirt, frog legs. What is it? Oh, today's special, frog legs. And see, they're all coming out in little wheelchairs or they're working crutches because they have no legs. Oh, I got to talk louder. I've had a couple of you say I don't talk loud enough. I'm thinking I'm a big mouth. I think I'm pretty loud, but I guess I haven't been loud enough. Sometimes my microphone works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why. But we have a birthday today. Today is Glenna Bear's 65th birthday, so she gets a song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Glenna. I kept thinking it was Jenna. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. That was kind of crappy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Glenna. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. I don't know how this happened, but the trash people came early. They've already been down my block and picked up my recycling and my garbage. So I don't know. Something's going on with that. But as everybody probably knows, I've kind of adopted the smack vision. I have come up with a new nickname for Angela because I just can't call her Ange. Angela sounds so Angela sounds so formal, and Caitlin calls her Ange, and so I don't want to horn in on that. So I had to come up with my own nickname. I like to find nicknames that kind of suits their personalities, kind of fits them to a T. So I have decided to call her Brat, in a loving way, though. So we've been emailing back and forth for a long time now, and so now she signs her emails Brat. So I think she doesn't have a problem that I call her Brat. I mean it in the most loving way. So now I had to come up with a nickname for Caitlin. And I had to think, not for very long, to come up with the perfect nickname for Caitlin. I'm going to call her Giggles. Giggles McBee. Because she giggles all the time. So from now on, when I talk about the Brat and Giggles, I'm talking about Smack Vision. Because they've given me a new incentive to get back on track. I know I'm still struggling and I'm still going up and down, but you know what? I'm really more determined than ever. But I watched Caitlin's video yesterday about facts from Connecticut. And sorry, Giggles, you were struggling. She was really struggling. So I had to come up with some things for her because I just felt so bad for her because she thinks her state is boring, and it's not boring. She couldn't find very many things. I found so many facts. Your state is named after an Indian name, which means Long Tidal River. And I know they don't call them Indians anymore. They call them Native Americans. But they came up with the name of Long Tidal River. I can't even pronounce what it used to be called. So we'll just say you're called Connecticut now, because that's what it means. The first Frisbee that was ever invented was invented in Connecticut. It was from a man that went and had a pie factory called the Frisbee Pie Factory, and he put the pies in disposable little pie tins so that they didn't have to return them. And so the kids at the college over, I think it was Dartmouth, I'm not sure, used them as games, and they would throw the pie plates at each other. And so then when they threw the plate, they, instead of like in golf you yell 4, they used to yell Frisbee. And so then somebody came up with the idea of putting them into little metal things so that you didn't get hurt if you got hit with a metal plate. Fun fact. David Bushness drew up the original plans for the very first submarine. She talked about the submarine base, the nuclear submarine base, but she didn't tell you that the very first submarine was invented there. Connecticut averages 24 hours of sunshine a year. Sorry, Giggles, I made a mistake there. It's not 24 hours, it's 2,400 hours of sunshine. Which equals out to 100 days. That's pretty good being so far up north. I mean, they're to the northeast, but we don't get a lot of sunlight. That's why we have to take vitamin D supplements. Noah Webster wrote the very first dictionary. The practice of branding cattle, we all thought it was from the Old West. No, it was in Connecticut. Connecticut came up with the idea of branding the cattle. They were the very first state, even though Michigan, Detroit is the Motor City, we came up with the automobile. They were the first state to issue permanent license plates. The first vacuum cleaner was invented in 1905. The first can opener was invented in 1858. The very first hamburger ever made was in 1900. The first successful artificial heart was put in 1982. The oldest newspaper in the United States still in publication, there's Sophia and Kylie. Where'd Kylie go? There's Kylie. The oldest newspaper still in that publication was made in 1764 in Hartford, Connecticut, and it's still going on. You have the oldest public library in the whole United States.
No. Yeah, it does.
The first lollipop machine was made in 1908, which was suckers, and the reason he called them lollipops is because he was a gambler and his favorite horse was named Lollipop. So he named his sucker Lollipop, and that's how he got that machine.
What is it called?
Staple High School holds the record for the most twins in a single class at 18. Okay, Giggles, how could you not come up with all these fun facts? Because it was really interesting. I could have came up with so much more, but you're not my state. I just wanted to let you know. If anybody has interesting facts about their state, please share them in the comments below, and then I will try to beat you coming up with more facts. There you go. Yesterday at Applebee's, that was a terrible experience. I told you about that. We did not leave a tip. Bertie left $1. I don't even know why she left $1, but she left $1. I told her she should have just left a penny because a penny is supposed to be the sign that you were really a bad waitress. And look who's edging her way back in. You're not in it, though. Ah, there she is.
It was raining at my
It was
house.
storming by her house. They shut down the road by your house because it was flooded.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. She went to her banquet and she came out and she got all wet.
And everyone in there got alert that it was a flood.
Yes.
And I was like, it's a flood? I don't want a flood.
I got alert too on my phone.
I didn't get an alert. It didn't flood over here. It rained. It rained pretty hard, but it just rained. That was it.
I didn't get an alert because my phone was at home. I got it taken away.
She got her phone taken away because she was disrespectful to her other grandma.
Well,
Do you want to give your defense here? Come on the camera. Come here. Come here. Tell them why you were so bad to your other grandma.
because I got Popeyes and I didn't want to clean my mess up.
See? And so she got her phone taken away because we cannot be disrespectful. That is just not allowed. But anyway, so where we put it on our credit card, or Jim's card, where it said tip, he wrote rude. And then I did call and file a complaint, and within an hour, the manager called me and apologized. Is going to mail me a $25 gift card, which is not the whole point of it. As I told her, I wasn't doing it trying to get anything for free. I just felt that we have a restaurant that's pretty popular around here that just went out of business. All of a sudden, because the people showed up for work on Sunday morning and there was a sign on the door, we were officially closed. They didn't even know they didn't have a job anymore. That's how quick it closed. And we don't have very many restaurants in this immediate area. And so like I told her, I said, I'm just representing the people that walked out that aren't going to call and complain, and they're just never going to come back. And so she says, no, I appreciate that. But she said that she's noticed her service, the girl's name was Sam. I'm not even going to call her a lady because she wasn't even a lady. Her name was Sam, and she says, I've noticed that Sam's had some issues lately. I'm definitely going to have to talk to her. I don't want the girl to lose her job, but I just want her to learn, like I've said before, if you're going to work with the public, we're going to go now. We just got up. We just got up. You can still walk. You can still walk. Well, wait a minute, I'm going to get you on my film so you can tell everybody why you don't want to walk. Let's go see what Denise is talking about. Because Denise says it's too hot out here, but we're going to go walk. But anyway, I have no problem with complaining if it's bad. We're very good tippers. We are excellent. We give 20 to 25%. But and here's.
I've already showered, so I'm not walking because I turn into quite the mess of sweat.
She melts.
It's 10:35. I've been to the store and back, and she's just now leaving.
We just got out of bed at 9:40.
That's ridiculous. We were up before 8. Well, no,
She says
about
that.
8.
She says that one. Then when I call her,
Yeah. Ask Kylie, what time were we up today? We get up at 8. So by the time after 9, I've called you and you're still not ready to go. I'm like ready to get going on my day.
What was funny was when I was coming outside and they were in the house sitting at the tables. I go, "Where are you going?" I said, "We're going for a walk." Oh,
Did you hear him not even ask, "Can we just go to your house?"
yes.
No, you're gonna walk.
They only have
I'll
to
be
walk.
mean.
They can only walk a mile.
They don't have to walk the whole thing. Did you see that when I drove home last night? I'll have you know, I had to go to some board meeting.
She was part
for my
of. She was
quilt
part
club.
of the flood warnings too.
It was a 500-year flood in the area I was at. It had 5 inches in 3 hours. Yeah, and I drove through that.
Christy,
My heart was, I was so white knuckled on this. I could see maybe 2 feet in front of me. I was going so slow anyway.
Christy, they flooded by Christy too. They closed down the roads over by
Yeah.
Christy too.
Oh, I had to be in the center lane of a 3-lane thing because those had water on the sides, and it wasn't the greatest area, so I couldn't like just stop and wait. If you're wondering that, because that would have been even scarier. Yeah, it was bad.
But she made it home safe and sound.
My nerves were rattled, really rattled. But anyway, I did make it. Yes.
It's got a nice little breeze out here though.
It's got the mugginess too, though. See, that's why I know I would sweat like a pig.
Dedicated walker.
Not so dedicated walker. I will admit that wholly. Yes.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Okay, I'll see you when I get back from my walk. Okay, I did walk my 2 miles and it really wasn't too bad. There's a nice little breeze. It's a hot breeze, but it's a breeze nonetheless. The girls ended up walking 1 mile and they came, got their bikes and rode them over to Denise's house. So they only got a mile in, if that. Okay, I'm gonna go in the house, putz around, finish my book I gotta bring to the library today, and just get on with my day, staying on track. So I'll see you at breakfast. Okay, this is the cactus Jim brought back from South Dakota. There's a weed right in the middle and I am not picking it. Too many pokey things that gets to me, but as you can see I got a couple weeds I gotta pull. But then there's a little sprout over there that's showing off. Look at right there. Going off on his own. Okay, I'm going to eat vegetable platter with, had a couple pieces of chicken left over from last night. And I had 1 little tortilla left, so I'm going to have that. So I started my day with a prayer. I drank 50 ounces of water. My quote is, "The more you believe in your ability to lose weight, the more likely it is to happen." It's a 6-point breakfast, 0 for all my veggies, my egg, my tea, and my water. 2 points for 2 tablespoons of spinach artichoke dip, 3 points for the tortilla, and I counted the chicken for 1 point. I wasn't sure, so 6 points. So I have 17 points left for dinner. I'm planning on making this a vegetable day. Okay, I spent the day finishing up the book. It was an excellent book. I really liked it. Gave me another side of Howard Stern to look at. I would have never thought that he actually was coming out of therapy and learning something about himself and becoming a nicer human being, because it come off really nice in the book. So I bring the book in, and as I'm looking at the receipt, I realize it was due yesterday, not today. So I paid my 15-cent fine. I think I can afford 15 cents. But I felt bad because it's on the list that everybody's waiting to get the book, and so somebody had to wait an extra day. Okay, I'm going to go home and make a salad, even though I really want to stop somewhere and get something to eat. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go home and have a salad. So I will talk to you guys at dinner, which is coming up shortly. Okay, I'm going to have my dinner now. I'm going to have a salad, cottage cheese, some tea, and a glass of water. 0 for the salad, which is romaine lettuce and a whole bunch of different kinds of lettuce. Carrots, cucumbers, tomatoes, onions. Did I say cucumbers? 3 points for half a cup of cottage cheese. It's the 4% cottage cheese. 3 points for 2 tablespoons of Olive Garden dressing. 1 point for 2 ounces of my oven roasted turkey. 4 points for an ounce of provolone, and 1 point for a tablespoon of feta cheese. It's 12 points. I still have, 5 points left. Someone had pointed out how many calories are in a salad. That, like you think you're eating healthy, but it's a lot of calories. I realize this is a lot of calories, but I've just come from the library and I passed by Taco Bell, Del Taco, Burger King, Arby's, McDonald's, Wendy's, Subway, Jimmy John's, Panda Express, Pizza Mod, or Mod Pizza rather, and there was one other one I passed. Oh, Buscemi's Pizza. So I think that having a salad, even if it is 800 calories, is a lot healthier choice than all of those fast food places I passed by. Well, I'm trying to calm down. I put out a little 4-minute rant video about AT&T Uverse because I have got nothing but issues with them, and I just don't understand how they stay in business. I really don't understand. It's because of suckers like me that they stay in business, because it's just a whole nother issue. It's just a whole nother issue. And this is in the past where I would have turned to eat. I've been so frustrated. I'm thinking, I got to get something to eat. I'm going to go eat something. But I refuse to give in to them. I refuse to give them the satisfaction of going off my plan and having points that I don't really have today. I need to calm down because I am like livid. I'm so pissed. But anyway, on a lighter note, I don't have Sophia tomorrow. I won't have anybody. And Denise is not going to walk. She's already told me because she's getting a pedicure in the morning. So I have to walk by myself. I don't know. I'm just done with this whole AT&T. Why do I stay? I don't know. All right. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I'll be calmer. Well, I wore the appropriate shirt today. I'm surrounded by asses. Excuse my language, but I dealt with them all on the phone. 45 minutes. I was on hold for 45 minutes. And good news, really good news, that my issues will be resolved in 24 to 48 hours. Oh, okay, can I get a credit? Oh, unfortunately, we don't give you credits for that. Have a nice night.